Hi, people, deluded. I'm back again. Thank you for having me. Obviously, we beat Chelsea. Terrific result for us. No one, myself included, gave us a chance. And obviously, you see a lot of geniuses in hindsight. Everyone's a genius in hindsight. There's no way around it. People will say Koscielny played well. Everybody played well, man to a man. Like, everybody on that pitch, from Xhaka to Aubameyang, played well. Good team result. But if you was to ask for standout for performers, for me anyways, I'd probably say it's sad for the other players, but I would say for me it would be Koscielny. I think Socrates did well, so both the centre halves. I feel equally Lacazette was inspired from start to finish. I feel Ramsey did well. I feel Kohler as well, if I was to pinpoint. And I'd actually say that all of the midfield three, and Torreira, Guendouzi, and actually Xhaka, they would be the guys in it. But focusing on Lacazette, I can't understand why he got subbed. Like, I really can't understand why he got subbed. Now, Unai Emery felt his performance levels dropped off, and it was all tactical, which it was with Iwobi and Maitland-Niles at the time coming on. I get it, but I couldn't understand subbing him. It's always him that gets subbed. You lot saw me tweet. The sad thing is Lacazette is going to get subbed, and he did get subbed. I can't understand why he isn't trusted to see out games. Again, the context of the game is greater than the individual, so I'm not actually knocking him being subbed against Chelsea. If Unai Emery deemed that's what he needed to do, that's what he needed to do in it. But more often than not, Lacazette if he isn't starting these games, which he has been doing recently, he's not finishing them. And for me, if I was Lacazette, to a degree, I'd start to get annoyed. I'd start to think, one, not it might not be true, but does the manager believe in me? Aubameyang's his boy, but I'll be there. I'll be thinking, I've scored. I've been in good form. I clearly relish big games. Why am I the one to come off? And it's happened on more than one occasion, as you guys know. And you'd probably be getting annoyed with it. And we know we need to save money and things like that. I don't know. I don't think Lacazette will be sold, but I can see how frustration could actually build within him. Now, again, the collective comes first. And for what it's worth, I do think Unai Emery rates Lacazette highly, but I don't think he favours two strikers. I think he has an appreciation to go with two strikers, and he'll use it when the chance presents it, or he deems it needed to, and he will use it. I just feel in his heart of hearts, he actually prefers a 4-5-1 of sorts, in the sense that not that formation, but in like one hella midfielders, one striker who will just rely on anything or who can score a goal at any moment in time, and that would probably be Aubameyang. I think he prefers one striker, and it's almost like, obviously the team yesterday moved in a fluid movement, but I say this all the time, our team feels like 2 to 3 teams within one team, or 2 to 3 mini teams within one team, in that you've got the defenders, including the fullbacks, and probably the pivot of midfield. They're in charge of multifunctional stuff and building play and stuff. And then you've got the strikers and these positions there where it just feels like they're given a license to create half chances, and they have to take their half chances. So yeah, man, I feel like we all know Lacazette's a baller. He's got the technical ability. He can score goals. He clearly relishes big games, and I love Aubameyang. So if that's what the manager is saying, that's what the manager is saying. But it does. I don't know, man. The longer these sort of things go on, it would kind of annoy me if I was Lacazette. To be honest with you guys, I'm gonna keep it 100. So I don't. Could a situation be developing within that? And while we're here as well, again, I'm not critiquing the decision, because when Onene came on, I was thinking, all right, cool, it's 2-0. If we bring on another midfield, we've already compacted midfield. We've got more or less 4 or 5 midfielders. If you count the fullbacks, we've probably, the whole team is flooding their midfield on top of our strikers putting in a shift. So I was thinking, all right, cool, it's 2-0. Second half, if we're honest, we're kind of not there as we were in the first half. We're more sitting back, defending and holding our shape. So with that being said, you bring on Onene. I know he gets spoken of as a defensive midfielder, but he's not. You bring him into the midfield. You bring one extra man to frustrate Chelsea, makes them least likely to score goals. As you know, it's 2-0 at this point. So 2-0 is a healthy lead, especially for Arsenal, considering the context. But in the sense of, you know, if the next goal when it's 2-0, the next goal is very important, because the next one could be 3-0, and then you can see the consolation it'll be 3-1. Or if another team scores and makes it 2-1 and there's just enough time left, it can be a nervy end for the team, innit? So I get it. If he was bringing on El Nene, compact the midfield even more, I get it. But when El Nene entered the field, people, when he entered it, and he was playing in the 10 role, literally he's playing in the 10 role. He's playing that Ramsey role / what would be Ozil's role in the 10. And he's nowhere near, like, he made a couple tackles, but you're looking at the other midfielders, he's not about. So I couldn't understand it, and I still think maybe it's these games that Unai Emery and Ozil are playing. Again, I'm not saying Ozil had to come on, but you're just based on what I saw, El Nene's actual role within the team, I was thinking, why couldn't Ozil do that? So it makes me feel, is Unai Emery trying to make a point to Ozil in that I think he wants to sell him, but I'm also starting to think to the idea of they're trying a new approach with Ozil in the sense that you're trying to push him out so that, obviously, when you push someone in a corner, there's two options. You're either going to fight back out that corner or you're going to cower away and what shall be, shall be. I do think him bringing back Ozil was slightly bowing to play to pressure. We also can't rule out there could be something going on behind the scenes that Unai Emery might be protecting him from. I don't know. There's so many possibilities. But I think it's along the lines of he's brought him in, bowed down to pressure a bit, brought him into the line, into the 18, didn't play and brought on El Nene. Obviously saw a great performance from the team. I think subconsciously that's telling Ozil, on top of we don't need you and on top of tactical reasons for you not being in the team, in that you're not as important to the team as you think you are. You're not as vital to the team and we can do just as fine without you. I really feel, on another hand, I've said about 3-4 hands now, they're trying to break Ozil down mentally. It clearly is personal. Clearly, from when he was saying them tactical reasons, he brought him into the team now. And he's clearly only going to use him at a push. And to be honest, I don't really see him starting against United. And again, I'm not trying to put a damper on this. I'm just providing talking points, to be honest with you guys. So that's all I wanted to say. So I've spoken, said my piece on El Nene and Lacazette. So I'm going to get out of you lot's hair, man. People, deluded, comment, subscribe, and do the rest if you wish.